Okay, let's just dive right in. I want you to imagine, that AV system that's just slowly become a total Frankenstein's monster.
Uh-huh.
You've got this tangled mess of converters and adapters all trying to get like a 10-year-old laptop to talk to a brand new 4K screen. That chaos, that's the huge problem the tvONE C3-340 is built to solve.
It is. And our mission for this deep dive is to really understand this one box. It's a 4RU unit, so it takes up 4 standard rack spaces,
Right.
and how it basically acts like a highly skilled universal translator.
Yeah.
It takes any format a source speaks, old analog IP streams, broadcast SDI, and it instantly converts it
Instantly.
into the exact language your display needs. And we're pulling all these details from some technical guides from HDTV's supply, who work really closely with tvONE.
So let's get into the hardware. It's described as this modular, high-density matrix router, a one-box solution. But, my first thought is if you put everything in one box, doesn't that create, like, a single point of failure? If that one unit goes down, you're done.
That's a really fair question.
Yeah.
But the value is in how it's built. It's this adaptive modular system. You've got 16 slots in there.
16.
And you can configure those to support up to the 32 ports with more than a dozen different module types. So you only buy and install what you need right now.
So it's future-proof.
Exactly.
Hmm.
If you suddenly need more broadcast inputs next year, you just swap in a new module. You don't have to rip out the whole expensive frame.
And the range of what it can handle is just huge. We're talking everything from, 640 by 480 all the way up to 4K?
Yeah, 3840 by 2160.
That kind of range is absolutely crucial for anyone running, modern projectors or those giant custom LED walls.
And just to add a couple of key details, the base unit is about $5,000, but they do have TAA-compliant options.
Oh, for government use.
Right, which tells you something about the quality and security standards. And for anyone listening in the U.S., it ships free.
Okay, this is the part that I think is really cool. The secret weapon, this choreo scaling technology. I mean, scaling sounds so basic, right? My TV does that. Why is this such a big deal?
Well, choreo is like the ultimate language tutor for video signals. It's not just stretching an image. We're talking low latency up, down, and cross conversion.
So you can control everything.
You get precise control over the frame rate, the aspect ratio.
Yeah.
So think about trying to show an old 4.3 presentation next to a live 4K feed. Choreo makes sure that old signal fills a modern 16.9 screen perfectly with no weird stretching or blur.
And that super smooth scaling is what enables the main user benefit, right? This clean switching.
Exactly. The C3-340 gives you an instant, totally glitch-free switch between sources.
Or a fade to black I saw.
Yeah, an optional fade through black if that's what you prefer. Either way, you get rid of those, awful show-stopping moments when you switch inputs.
So we've sorted the video, but audio is just as important.
It is, and it's not an afterthought here. The audio routing is fully integrated, and the key is flexibility. You can embed or de-embed audio from SDI, DVI, HDMI sources.
So you can strip the audio out and send it somewhere else?
Precisely. De-embed it to a high-end soundboard. Or you can inject new audio embedded, so it follows the video. You get to choose.
And they're even improving density. I saw these new quad input modules for HDMI and 3G SDI.
Yeah, that's a big deal. It means you can cram way more 1080p inputs into that same 4RU space. It saves you rack space, which is always a premium.
Okay, how do you control this whole thing?
It's built for serious automation. You can use a simple web interface, sure, but there's also a full API and a command line interface, a CLI.
Which is what you need for integrating with, like, Crestron or AMX systems.
Exactly. It's made to plug into those big third-party control systems.
And that control ties right into saving money. I saw this output sleep mode. Tell me about that.
It's a great feature. It lets you remotely power down displays, either one by one or all at once when they're not being used. It cuts down on power consumption,
Right.
And it can even simplify your controller costs. It's just smart.
And for peace of mind.
There's an optional monitoring module you can get. It gives you a live video preview of every single input and output right there in the interface, so you always know what's going on.
So when you pull it all together, what this deep dive really shows is that the answer to that daily headache of format hell isn't just more little boxes and converters.
No.
It's sophisticated, centralized hardware that uses this deep modularity and advanced scaling to make something incredibly complex feel simple and reliable.
So here's a final thought. This thing is designed to handle this huge mix of AV, broadcast, IP, and legacy sources.
Yeah.
Just think about the engineering challenge it takes to switch between some vintage analog signal and a high-speed 4K digital stream and make it completely seamless.
Yeah.
What's the next unexpected format that's going to come along and challenge the boundaries of a universal router like this?
That is a fascinating thing to think about. And if you want to explore more, HDTV Supply has a ton of resources, demos, and you can always check them out. That's all for this deep dive.